Good morning. I don't even know what day it is. Is it Tuesday? I don't know. Time is flying so fast. I never know what day it is. Carrying on about learning to hear God. People say, the new way of saying it, I think, is listening to your higher self. Well, I just call that Holy Spirit, the way I learned it. The way I learned it is once you get born again, Jesus sends you a gift called Holy Spirit, which takes your spirit and energizes it, upgrades it, and gives you 9 superpowers. Speaking in tongues with interpretation, prophecy, discerning of spirits, word of knowledge, word of wisdom, faith, miracles, and gifts of healings. Those 9 are manifestations. They are not gifts. They are manifestations of the one gift, Holy Spirit, not the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is actually God. Holy Spirit is the gift. Anyway. Just like the Lord is God and Lord is Jesus. You got to differentiate the words. Anyway, so, and Honey Golden I've been listening to lately. She's really come on the scene. They can ask her questions and she just kind of looks up in her head and goes and gives the answer. I mean, boom. I mean, wow. The only thing that worries me about these is they give future events, and future events would be prophecy. And so I don't know if you have to be a prophet. Well, you don't have to be a prophet to get something prophetic given to you. Information about a future event. Statements to a crowd of people could be prophetic, statements. Have nothing to do with things that are going to happen. But seeing future events is pretty much normally left to the prophets. They'll tell you that something's coming, predicted years before it even happens, which is tough because you usually think it's going to happen the next day, but it's 20 years from that day, because God don't do dates. God don't do dates. Boy, we're learning that right now, aren't we? But even Honey Golden says she practiced for the last 7 years to hear her higher self. So, I don't know. Is it a higher self or is it Holy Spirit? I don't know. I know I attribute anything I hear from God to Holy Spirit. That connection that brings God inside you instead of on the outside. I don't know. I'm just terrible at hearing. He talks to me through the digital clock a lot, like texting. And I believe it seems real. It seems pretty kind of undeniable sometimes, the answers I get there. But then again, last night, laying in my bed, I thought, check the listings. And sometimes do it. But, I heard that, check them, and I immediately roll over, grab the laptop, got on, and I normally go to Facebook, but this time I thought, go to Craigslist. So Craigslist, people don't use Craigslist much anymore. And there's a freaking bike there for $500, which is just this crazy deal. And so immediately, in his email, which is way out of touch, so I email him immediately, thinking, oh man, this is God. Finally, after 3 hours, the guy texts my phone back, which I asked him to, and he says, this is so-and-so with the Honda. So I'm going like, yeah, I'll come and get it. And like an hour later, he finally goes, I got somebody else on the way. So, I don't know. So what was that? What was that? Did I hear God? Did I not hear God? was I the first to respond to the guy? But I said it was like 7 or 8 at night. 7 at night. I said I'll come in the morning. You know, just contact me. But maybe somebody else texted him, I'll come right now, because that's what he said. And apparently what happened, and that was at 10 o'clock at night, he finally said somebody's coming. At 10 o'clock at night. Is that fucking weird or what? So anyway, looks like I ain't getting the bike. So what was that? What was that? You know, I also pray that God will keep people away from us that would cause us negativity. And me and my family. And many times he squashed the deal, and I know it was him keeping us away from the negativity. And so, you know, I don't know, maybe this was an example of when you really think it's God, you think it's God, you know, because I was going to call, when he texted me, I was going to call him, but my first thought was, let go, let God, let the guy text you instead of calling him back at 9 o'clock at night. Because he texted me, so that must mean he wants me to text him. So that I drew the line there, and then subsequently lost the bike. Could I have saved the deal if I had called him? I don't know. But I think the only thing that makes any sense is God was keeping me from making a really bad purchase. But the lesson was, I thought it was from God. And a lot of times you'll think something's from God. It may be from God, but there may be further messages, you know. So as the night went on, you know, I learned that even though it looked like God and something for me, that if I will let go and let God, and hopefully that was him saying, don't call him, wait for him to text you, was that him, what was the real lesson in the whole thing? That he's saving my ass. Even though I think it's, you know, and it probably was from him, but he's showing me even a further, deeper lesson. To let go and don't call the text and sit there and wait. And that waiting is what saved me from buying a piece of shit. Unless the guy calls me today and says, hey, still available. Anyway, I don't know, man. I'm trying to hear just like everybody else is. Like, well, not everybody. Anybody that has half a brain would definitely want to hear from God, wouldn't you? And if you call it your higher self, I don't know. I don't know about the higher self stuff. Protect that dog. My God, he's going slow, so. Oh, turn it off. Okay, good. Anyway, this time changes really cause just really screwed us up here. Get him out. Come on, get out of there. That's where that dead possum is. Come here, Chloe. Come here, Chloe. Come here. No possum dinners. Come here. Come here. Anyway. So, I don't know what all that conversation was about. I guess trying to hear God. The only thing I can say is find a way to practice hearing God. And he'll come to you in any way you can accept, and just start trying to hear. That's the key to everything. Listen, see, do. I only do what I hear the Father say. I only say what I hear the Father say. I only do what I see the Father do. So you'll see pictures in your mind, or you hear words. Just start working on it. That's all I can say. Have a day.